Hi grade 2, I thought I would make this video to give you some instructions that you're going to need for your building project today. So to start out with, I'm just going to show you a technique you can use at your desk. So you can either do this with cardboard or this paper at the back called Manila tag. This paper is a bit thicker than normal paper, and so it's good for constructing buildings, and if you don't have any cardboard, this will be a great thing to use. So make sure you talk with your group and know what you're supposed to be working on. If you're supposed to be working on trees, then don't do this, make trees. If you're supposed to be working on the river, then you need to be coloring the river onto your paper. If you're supposed to be working on a bridge, then do that. If you're on the farms or the olden days side, maybe you need to be making animals or so just make sure you know what you're supposed to be working on so that you don't waste this time. I'm going to show you how to make a building or a square that you can turn into a building. So I started out with this paper. I cut it into 4 equal parts. It's really important you keep things equal. And then I folded them. So I made 2 folds like this, and I made sure it's the same. That's really important. And then on the next ones, I made sure the bottom fold was the same, and then I added these folds on the side. So all I did was fold it and fold it like that, and then I just cut out this extra square here. So using this, we can glue it or tape it onto this mat to make a building. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tape down the one wall. So the point of this L shape is that you can tape this down, and unfortunately my camera angle is really bad, so I'm gonna have to hold it up and show you. But if you tape down the bottom part, it will hold up the wall. So, just get my tape. So I'm gonna tape down one side, and then I'm going to make a brace on the other side. So all you need to do, oh my goodness. All you need to do to make a brace is take a small piece of paper, like I'm gonna, bigger than that. Okay, so I have a piece of paper like this, fold it in half, and then you're just gonna put it here, like that, and it's gonna hold up your wall. So I'm gonna tape that. Okay, so there we have tape on this side, brace and tape on this side, and now I have a wall that's standing straight up. So the next thing I'm going to do is attach the side wall. So I'm going to put some more tape. Don't use your teeth, you should use your scissors. This is only my tape, so I can use it. Okay, so I'm going to attach it to the bottom and then also to the wall that's already standing up. So this one won't need a brace because it's connected to the wall that's already standing. So take your tape, attach it, and then take your tape and attach it to the floor. Okay, so you can see I now have 2 walls standing up. All I did was put a piece of tape there and a piece of tape there. The next is this wall over here. Exact same as before. I'm gonna tape it to the side and then tape it to the floor. So you can also put the connection on the outside, or you can do it on the inside like I did there. They both work. This one's a bit easier to tape on the outside, so I'm gonna do that. And then tape it to the floor. Oh boy. Okay, so now I have 3 walls. I added a piece of tape here and a piece of tape here. And it's time for my last wall. So you can see this is a great way to make a structure. Maybe you turn it into a house. Maybe you turn it into a skyscraper downtown. Maybe you turn it into, oh my goodness. Maybe you turn it into a farm or Edmonton's first schoolhouse. Either way, it's a great way to make a structure that you can then detail afterwards. So first building the structure, then adding details. All right, so all I did there, I added the last wall. I put a piece of tape here so that the flap was taped. And then I put the next flap here and I put a piece of tape there. So now you can see this is a pretty sturdy structure. All I would need to do is cut another piece to make a roof, and then I can decorate it. So we really want to make sure we're adding lots of detail. This is what's going to make the city look interesting. So if I was making a skyscraper, I would add lots of window details. And we can take time to paint these later, but for now I want you to just work on coloring, or maybe using markers. Yeah, you won't really need paint actually if you have good markers, which you guys do. So really take your time, add the details, look at the pictures of Edmonton to see what you should add. I mean, the big buildings downtown in Edmonton from the present should probably have lots of windows. I mean, you can see offices in them. So here's a bunch of windows. If it was a more olden days type, maybe you would add like the brick roof at the top. So you would add the detail of bricks, and then you would draw the wooden door, and you would maybe put like a wood pattern on it. Nice big handle. Obviously I'm going fast, but you can see how you can decorate them to make them look really nice. I also will just give you a quick tour of the supplies. Sorry. So I've included the supplies you can use at the back of the room. There are 2 tables set up. So this table is for the past, and so you're gonna work on your supplies at your desk and then attach them to this table later. And here are the supplies you can use. We've got gray paper, brown paper, tape. This is a cardboard cutter, so you would put it on the top of the cardboard you want to cut, and then you go down. We've got green paper, we've got that strong manila paper, blue paper, and more tape. So once you make your structure, you can put paper over it if you want, instead of coloring it all and then add the details to the paper, or you can use paper on here if you want to make a grassy patch or a river patch. So go ahead and be creative. Oh, and one more important detail. I also gave you guys kind of like a cheat sheet guide for ways that you might want to connect cardboard. So there's this, there's the brace that we just did, there's making a slit, and then there's another brace. So just some examples if you're not sure how to connect the cardboard together. Please do not just take a cereal box and decorate it. That cereal box will not be the right size. That's too big. So you need to cut it down and make sure things are the right size for your project. Good luck. I can't wait to see what you do.